Oh, hi. Alright, so I switched back to my headset mic because I don't know, I'm not entirely sure. I don't like using the webcam mic. I don't want to use it if I can avoid it. But, yeah, excuse me. Apparently it didn't seem to be causing a whole lot of interference this time for some random reason, so, awesome. Huh, at least I hope it's using the right mic. Okay. I'm gonna actually get started here in a minute. So yeah, this past weekend, it's been a lot of fun. Well, for the most part. Saturday was not as fun as I'd hoped it would be, but it's just due to people getting tied up into certain things, and yeah, there's a lot of stupid family drama. We'll just leave it at that. But, the rest of the weekend wasn't bad, though. God, yesterday I was out pretty much all day. But I'm certainly not complaining because, you know, I got a pretty good haul from the festival shops yesterday. Plus the native vendor was back this year. I was really happy to see him because I hadn't seen him in a few years. Alright, that's about 3 minutes in so far, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started, cause yeah. Alright, so where we left off. Fuck, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we were in Iridia. We were in Iridia and we were supposed to go west, back to the cave where we found Ren, because people ran over there for some reason. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. But that's where we're going. So, let's get to it, shall we? Now, if you all can recall from last recording, we'd gone back a couple of generations, so we get through Ions, and then we have just really 2 more things left to do. We have Sean's storyline left, and we have Chris's. Now, I honestly don't know how long I'm going to go tonight, but we'll see, because I want to get caught up, because now that it's on the other side of Labor Day, it's like I've got so many things lined up for Halloween. There's a guard. Hi. Your family awaits you in the cave. Okay. Simple enough. He's not a very good guard, then. Wait, I want to see something. Give me a sec. I want to see who's here. Oh, I need to drop a message to somebody. Just a second. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. I was just dropping a message to let somebody know that I was streaming. You surprised the monster! Huzzah and stuff. Oh, hey, Umbra. I'm getting grod to death. I hate agrobots. Despite the hiccup in my day earlier, it's not been too bad of a day today. I like how their attack is just running back and forth. I mean, that's just the animation, but still. It's an item I never picked up. So, yeah, I was supposed to go back in here. My family is apparently heading in here somewhere. Oh no, I've been ambushed. Whatever shall I do? Hi, kid. We're all that's left of Syl and Shisoran. Oh. Oh dear. Lyle's in bad shape. He may not live very long. Mom! You are our last hope. Be brave, Ian. Hang on a second, Dad. I need to just fight these guys right in front of you. Lyle was wounded by the cyborgs. They took Thea. I am pleased to help my friend rescue Thea. We have no choice but to run for our lives. Your parents are full of bugs. I know, right? You must rescue my daughter, Thea, for me. She has been taken to the east by our enemies. The key to the eastern world is in this chest. The dragon's tear will unlock the cave. Get well soon? Nah, he gonna die. I'm not surprised he lost tonight. He tried to beat up Reese. Does not take good life decisions. It's true, he doesn't. But see, we never met Thea in the other timeline, so it's like, did she even exist when, like, if Reese decided to marry Lena, or just did Lyle not get his groove thing on unless you marry Maya? I don't know. I don't know what the deal is there. It's a little creepy. I really can't dispute that. Probably did, you never know. Right, so we got the dragon's tear. We're gonna go heal up. Yes. 2. Be careful out there. We will. We'll be fine. Because I have no idea where I'm going. It's like the story behind the drunken huntsman in Skyrim. It's like, how did you get such a name? Well, the story is kind of... yeah. Alright, well we don't have Leia's pendant yet, so we cannot actually access the palaces. Though I'm not entirely certain how soon we get that. And I hope my fan is not blowing a whole lot of wind into my mic. Well, hey, as long as he's happy, you know? Dragon tear glows and you are inside. Warblebot. Wow, okay. You know, the sad part is, it probably is. Because I don't know if it's ever really shown even in the concept art for this game. I could be wrong, though. And the mangas are just goofy as hell. Which I don't know if you've read through any of them yet, Umbra, but, yeah. Did not mean to hit my mic, sorry about that. I used to be very big about mood stones. You mean like the ones that kind of change in color when you touch them, right? Ian isn't. His, one of the third generation descendants of him is, though. And then... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, I had a really cool one that had, like, a wizard's... It was a ring that had, like, the stone as, like, a wizard's crystal ball, that kind of thing. And it looked really, really cool. But it ended up getting broken. Mainly because I ended up slapping somebody because it wouldn't stop harassing me. Which someday, once people are able to, you know, slap each other through the internet, yeah, that's the day I stop using it. I know, it'll never happen, but, you know. Well, it's true, because it's like when it changes color. You know, like, mine was always kind of a dark blue, despite any change in my mood. I don't doubt that. Tell you one thing though, I definitely would have slapped a bitch today. That's for sure. I can't see in the, I guess I really can't see that being fun for anybody. But I guess, you know, long distance, that kind of thing. True. Laser shot. That's foreign. That depends probably on the type of material you use, though. And even then, there was only like one guy I've ever known of that would actually do something like that to a puppet, so... And yes, that guy was creepy as fuck! That was that dude that was like obsessed with Power Rangers and Muppets. It was quite disturbing. Oh, that would be cool. Do that. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Only if you feel up to it, though. But seriously, unicorn with a jetpack? It's awesome. Alright, I think it's time to leave this place, don't you? Ow. Really, is that necessary? Ah, you'll be fine. Actually, I really shouldn't say it like that, because last time I've heard somebody say, "Hey, it'll be fine," that was kind of the end of the D&D group. It's like, hey, let's go take on the huge band of vampires, because they're evil! One dead monk and one dead cleric later, and, I'm panicked and running around in circles, the rogue gets trapped, and the wizard decides to dimension door upwards and start firing fireballs in a freaking tree down on everything. I escaped, the rogue died, the wizard and I are now wanted for arson. And that's how that story ended. When I did face painting for the local bank for the holiday festival a few years ago, it used to be one of those things where kids would come in and they would request, you know, what can you face paint? And it's like, well, I can pretty much do anything, you know, just give me something and I'll do it. You know, the only restriction, though, is the fact that I can't get too elaborate simply because there's so many people waiting around. So, long story short, you know, the kids always try to come up with things that would really confuse the hell out of me. And I think the last time I ever did it, a kid finally got the better of me. And all it amounted to was he asked for a sports logo, and I couldn't remember what the hell it looked like. Like, I knew of it, but I got the colors inverted. Anyway, what I was getting at, though, was, like, I had kids that would come up and be like, you know, could you paint, snowflakes on my face? You know, that was, like, the most innocent thing. And then it's like, I had this awesome little kid come up to me, and he goes, I want a snake with a sword through it. It's like, okay. And his mom goes, you sure you want that? Maybe she can't do something that complicated. And it's like, when somebody says that, it's alright. Like, alright, bitch. You asked for it. I didn't say that, but that was just kind of the look I gave her, and I just did it. Spear with a broom, rubber bands, and sharp rocks. Well, it works. It's true, and unfortunately, you know, being such a small town, you know, it's like, oh, why don't you get something that's pure and innocent, and then just, I have this kid that's like, no, I want a snake with a sword through it. So that's what I drew. I did the whole snake with a sword through it thing. Kid was happy. And his mom, on the other hand, was just kind of like, I didn't really want him getting that. It's like, well, you're not the one getting your face painted now, are you? I mean, you could probably make the argument that that was not cool on my part, but eh. Then I had this one lady come in, and there's one thing you gotta know about this particular lady. She never quite progressed as far as aging mentally goes. And I don't know if it's just a form of autism or what, but yeah, she came in and she was just like, I want to be a pretty princess. So, you know, just did everything that I could to like make her feel like a pretty princess. She walked out of there all happy like and everything. It was kind of awesome. Like I had like one of those hair glitter roll things, you know, like that you can get at the toy sections of most toy stores. And I did like a couple of runs of that through her hair. What got me though is the fact that she did have a slight problem when it came to her mental capacity, but she wasn't stupid, just I don't want to explain it. But see, everybody would treat her like she's an idiot, and it's like, don't do that. If Moon would like to be one, he can be one. I will allow it. I mean, we are equal opportunity here, you know? What do I have on iron? Steel sword, so that should actually be better. I'm still trying to figure out just exactly how we're going to top last session. That was great though. Like, I just didn't expect things to go the way they did. Because I'm just sitting here and like in the back of my head I'm just laughing gleefully because it's like, oh, they're gonna try to corner this guy and it's going to be hilarious. And it's like, well, in hindsight I wasn't wrong. But it didn't quite work out the way I planned. But it was one of those things at that point where it's just like, you know what? Go with it. Had he passed his will save, though, then you guys would have had to get into a fight, but then I botched it. I freaking botched it. I rolled a 1. And what, you know, storyline wise, I think what I would, the way I would put that is that, he didn't expect such a thing from Varar because of what he perceived Varar to be, if that makes sense. In other words, he vastly underestimated Varar, and Varar let him know that was a big mistake. Huh, castle's closed. No big deal. Where are we at anyway? Yeah, well, I mean, you know, you guys never exactly pulled weapons. So it was like, yeah, you had him on you, but he wasn't entirely certain what Varar was. Other than, you know, a diplomat. That was pretty great, though. Can we go in here? Cave is locked, yeah. See, next session though, it's getting to a point where I'm gonna have to kind of speed things up a little bit. Yes, that fly did indeed have a key up its ass. It is the Doomfly. As long as the key keeps moving, it keeps moving. So if he gets unwound, yeah, he just drops. No rhyme or reason. Actually, I don't know if that's really true or not, but, you know, considering this game, it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, we just gotta be careful because we have 2 sessions before Nathaniel has to leave. So, which is fine because, and I'm gonna announce this in the Pathfinder chat, but what I'm essentially going to do next session is once you guys set off, I'll make a note of what night it is. So, you know, it's like first night towards the homeland, what are you doing? Okay, second night, third night, you know, it's just like, what are you guys going to be doing for that length of time, essentially? Oh shit, Ian's almost dead. That's not good. Yeah, I'm just starting to think of like how to speed it up, but to make it to where, you know, you guys would still be able to do stuff. In the castle of Linsold, far to the southwest, a princess is held against her will. Ooh. Welcome to Endora. Thanks, lad. What have you got? Upgrades already? Jeebus! Okay. I mean, I'm not complaining, just Jeebus. Whoops. Now, I may take a break here. And then the next time that I come back, we're gonna go find out about this, this princess, eh? To reach Techna, go down Cape Dragon Spine, then cross over the sea. The engineers live there. How hurt are we? We're not terrible, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break, and then when I come back, I'm gonna keep going. So, see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back now. Alright, so yeah, I just had to, you know, take care of a few things really quick. Oops. My craft thing is getting way too big. I'm glad I bought an apron, that's all I have to say. Alright, so back to it, I guess. Ren is a pretty princess. He would thank you for noticing, but he's, you know, currently getting done up by Thea there. Okay, so, right, we already talked to that lady. It's ungodly warm in this house for some reason right now. I tried to rescue the princess a while ago. That place is infested with powerful monsters. I opened the castle gate, but I couldn't get in. Please rescue her before it is too late. Okay, I'll do the thing. I'm gonna go. Now I'm gonna do the thing, so that way I can do the thing and save Thea. Do the thing. So now we get to go back. And funny enough, this is the world we don't get to go to in the other generations, as far as the previous ones we were in. I don't know if we go here in... Well, no. I don't know about third generation on this bloodline, but I don't remember. We're gonna see though. Hey, look, that fly's back. There's one world I'm not entirely sure we go to in this bloodline, though. Like, I don't think we get to go through Divisia. Which, I am okay with that, because I hate Divisia. It's like, who the hell? Whatever. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Phantasy Star 4 because A, it's one of my... It's my favorite game from the Phantasy Star series, and B, I'm doing the English beta of it. Which means there's going to be some pretty, Englishy things, and maybe some things that aren't even quite finished, but, what I'll be doing then is I'll just play a stable, full, finished English version if something goes awry. I'll play that on the side, so that way, you know, if I have to catch up to something, then I can. But I don't think it was broken though. I think it was fully translated, just not fine-tuned, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I'm looking forward to it though, because I absolutely love that game. I love that game. I love the characters in it. A lot of people say, you know, well, if somebody gets into Phantasy Star, that's the game they want to start with because it's noob friendly, and it's like, yeah, maybe, but I think all that amounted to was they looked at what made the game successful, like how it worked within the first 3, and was just like, you know, we're gonna make it this way. The thing is, though, is it could still be balls hard if it wanted to. And if that isn't good enough for some people, there is the hard mode patch that I got. It won't work with the beta, but it's an option. Like, really, I feel that the hardest things about Phantasy Star 2 is, one, when you use a telepipe, you don't get to select where you want to go with it, which is something that they put into Phantasy Star 4, and I absolutely love that. Basically, it's like a teleport station without actually having to go to a town to use it. Though you can't be in a dungeon to use it, obviously. Oh yeah, if they remade this with like today's hardware, that would be amazing. Like, they could actually go more in-depth with the characters and make you actually, you know, identify with them a bit more. Because I think that's the one downside to this game, is the fact that we don't really get to know the, especially the, like, the third generation characters, we don't really get to know them. You know what I mean? It's always, you know, oh, this bad thing is happening. You know, and then it's like, go save the world. Okay. And then just go through and do kind of the same things. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Because I know when PhantasyStar.net was still a thing back in the day, back when they still had message boards, I actually posted there under a different moniker. I was a pain in the ass teenager back then, we'll just leave it at that. I'm very surprised I didn't get banned from those boards. Like, I didn't really do anything that would be considered offensive, but I was pretty stupid. And on the off chance any of those old farmers actually come across this, my name on there was Rika-chan, so... And, like, I had this stupid, like, avatar, if you will, of, like, a, blue-haired, Rika with, like, a rogue streak. And I think I actually started referring to myself as Rogue Rika for whatever reason. I don't know, it was kind of stupid. Original character did not steal. No, I'm kidding. It was bad. But it was like basically two of my favorite female characters at the time, so that's what I went with. And it was one of those things where I actually ended up getting out of the community when people started posting stuff about, you know, Phantasy Star Online and whatnot. And, you know, when you're from a family that doesn't get a whole lot of money and you get a new console once maybe every few years, it's just kind of one of those things where... I don't know, I just lost interest quickly because I couldn't keep up with any of it. It's like I love Phantasy Star, that much is apparent, but... Again, though, that could be an abandoned email account. Or is it one of those things where, I mean, did it respond with, like, a failed delivery notice, or... Huh. Wonder what's up with that. And again, it could just be one of those things that he's still around, per se, but he's just not actively participating. But I don't know that for sure, so... Yeah, and that's just it. Like I said, I mean, the people on the PhantasyStar.net forums knew me by, a couple of names, but they don't know me by, you know, Lady Mizu or anything like that. Funny enough, there's only two people that I remember from there. There was the one guy that was just a complete and total asshole to everybody. That, I don't remember his name. I think they called him Compy for short, but, he was the person that would harass and spam the boards and, you know, big worshipper of Phantasy Star 2, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, and that's unfortunate. The other guy I remember is Monochromatico. He was this guy from Brazil, and he was kind of awesome. Thank Leia you're here. Let's get out now. I have the twins ruby, it should come in handy. Please take me to my father right away. Thea joins her party. What kind of weaponry does she have? I don't remember. Slicer. Sweet! I can get her an upgrade. We're gonna fight our way out of here. No. I cannot say I have. Sword lady? Wait, who's the sword lady? I'm confused now. Unless you're referring to Thea, then it's, she's actually using a slicer. No, a slicer, in the Phantasy Star universe, at least in this particular series, is, a bladed boomerang. That's, like, the best way of putting it. Like, the way I always imagine them working, like, you have a strong central, disc-shaped thing, and then, like, you press a button on it and two bladed ends come out of either side of it. That may be what, it turned into, yeah. I didn't even think about that. I've never really, used them in PSO2. In fact, that probably is it. You're right, that probably is it. And they just changed the name, like in this one it's a slicer, in 4 it's a slasher. I don't know if Phantasy Star Online had them or not. Like the first one. Sadly, I never got to play the first one. I wanted to, but I never got to. Actually, now that I think about it, was Mono from Brazil or was he from Argentina? I think he was from Brazil. But we knew another guy that was kind of... I don't remember. It's been so long. I think I saw him on DeviantArt a while back, but... he didn't really put a whole lot of stuff on there. I wonder what he's up to these days. It's kind of weird thinking about it, though, because it's like... yeah, he and several other people saw me back in my herp derp phase, so it's like... I don't know how people view me now. Admittedly, Umbra, part of me feels bad for kind of yelling at that one guy earlier, but on the other hand, you don't ask rude questions like that to people. It's like, what the crap, dude? But I did apologize to the other two people in that call because they really didn't need to hear that. You know, it's funny, I never really was one for trolling, but sometimes, like, in games like Town of Salem, I will, just a little bit. Like, depending on the role I get. Like, earlier I was playing a witch on there, and witches, if you've never played Town of Salem, you're neutral evil, and your whole point is to just control people. And you want to live long enough to see the bad guys win, essentially. So I was sitting there and I kept trying to control people, which was effective for the most part, but apparently Odin was also playing a witch, and he kept controlling me. Oh, that's not so bad. Oh, I just realized something. Now that it's after Labor Day weekend, I'm gonna have to start taking orders on Christmas ornaments. That's kind of strange. I mean, you're in a gaming chat room, so it's like you talk about games in there. But then it's like, maybe it's just one of those things, you know, it's like you end up building up a relationship with people, so you end up talking about other things, I suppose. I don't know. Screw that, we're gonna walk all the way to Endora and get her a couple of laser slicers. This is true. I remember a friend of mine was a member of this one particular forum that, well, how do I want to put it? The subject matter was less than what I would call savory. But the reason why he was showing me this was because somebody had decided to hack the forum, or at least change some of the coding in it. So whenever you would try to type anything in, it would come out as mostly garbage, or, you know, like parts of it would be made out, but then like there are parts of it that wouldn't come across properly unless you spaced letters out or something. It was fucked up. Like, I don't know how that happened, but It was mildly amusing. There also used to be members of a forum called Anime Pit Stop. And then it turned into the Anime Pit Stop, and then I'm not entirely certain what became of it after that. Yeah, I used to be a member of a forum called Anime Pit Stop, which I don't even know if it's still around today. I've never even really looked. I'm kind of afraid to, because I think the original URL got bought up by a porn site. And then, the guy running Anime Pit Stop decided to turn it to, like, when he brought the site back up, just called it the Anime Pit Stop, and then it just kind of disappeared after that, I think. Oh, do I wanna? I kinda wanna. I'm gonna do it. Bitches love cannons. Sorry. Wasn't nice. Oops. Wait, can I still buy one? I can. That's awesome. No. We're gonna fight for a little bit, I think. Used to go into Yahoo chat a lot too, but the last time I went in there, I inadvertently hurt someone. Like, I really wasn't trying to. But it was one of those things where I never heard of a certain terminology and didn't realize that it was actually a very racist term. And I mean, it just... I felt bad because it was like, I didn't know about it. And I ended up upsetting somebody and just... I stopped going after that because it was like, yeah, that wasn't my intent. And not to mention a lot of the people in there were kind of egging it on anyway, so that didn't help. Again, though, I was a kid, so it was just kind of one of those things where, you know, kind of chalk some of it up to ignorance, but on the internet, nobody knows your age, so whatever. I didn't know that either. Oh dear. I think the only reason why it bothered the group last game is simply because that's kind of a modern article of clothing in a setting that isn't so modern, I think is what it amounted to. At least that's how they took it, so that's probably why they did that, why they reacted that way. At least that's how I took it, and it was just kind of like, no, you're wearing a cape, come on. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Though, anybody out there watching this video, if you have something otherwise to say on that one, and, you know, it's a legit reason. But yeah, I think that was the reason why it kind of bothered people. But, you know, I mean, it's not that big a deal. If it was a modern day setting, it would make a whole lot of sense. Because I could see Moon wearing, like, a stark white hoodie with, like, maybe there's a few holes in it, but then he has, like, a huge moon just, like, crocheted on the back of it. You know? Maybe with like a silhouette on the, like a silhouette of a wolf on it. Yeah, that's... I mean, we understand that. It's just, you know, when you say hoodie, hoodie is a modern article of clothing. So, and I think that that's kind of what people took it as. And it's like, but this is fantasy, you know, this is a fantasy medieval setting. But, you know, it's not really that big a deal. I understand what you meant by that, so... It's cool, Umber, don't worry about it. Nobody's gonna hold it against you. And if they do, then, they should talk to me. Oh yeah, definitely draw him like in a, like at some point if you feel up to it, definitely draw him in like a modern setting. Cause that would be kind of awesome. Wonder how he would look in a modern setting anyway. I mean, would he be pretty much the same? Would he wear like the you know, what kind of things would he wear? thrift store army pants, like in winter camo or something, maybe? God, people watching this are probably going to be like, why is she not talking about the game? I talk to everybody. This is how I do work, okay? Okay? If you actually want to, you know, bring up anything else in the conversation, actually visit the stream. That would be great. If you're just going to come here and be an asshole, Umbra's going to banhammer you. Because that's how she works. We're beating monsters, this is random shit time. Yes. Besides, what I'm basically doing is I'm just trying to get enough money so that way I can get another secondary slasher. I really ought to check out the armor while we're here. Because I'm wondering if it's going to be one of those things where I'm probably going to want to upgrade armor while I'm here too. Also, I like how Thea looks like a little girl in the back there. I mean, she's supposed to be young, so it makes sense, but I find that to be kind of adorable. Butt keys. Of course. No. Okay. Depends. When did that Final Fantasy come out? Do you remember what year? Because I think Phantasy Star 3 came out in 91? I think. I don't really remember. That sounds about right, though. For this game, or for, what is it? It'd be Final Fantasy 2 for us, I believe. Oh, Final Fantasy 4. That was a bit off. Well, that was Final Fantasy 2 for us, wasn't it? Because when we got Final Fantasy 3, it was already 6 for them. Which is why when we got Final Fantasy 7, I was like, what? You know, this is before learning about all of this, so it was just kind of, when Final Fantasy 7 came out, it's like, where's the other 4? You know? Final Fantasy VI has always been my favorite Final Fantasy. Will always be my favorite Final Fantasy. I know a lot of people swear by 7, and 7's okay, but I don't know, it's just not my favorite. It's kind of strange, but you know. Oh, at some point I ought to see if I still have some of the X-Men comics that I had. Because back when Marvel did like an entire... How do I want to put this? They did this entire story arc about... I wouldn't say it's exactly Nightcrawler's origin, but... I don't know, it was really kind of weird because it was like, oh, he really is half-demon, apparently. Even though, like, earlier comics, back when he was first introduced, were like, no, he only looks demonic, but he's actually all human. Even Doctor Strange kind of confirmed that when he fell ill. And went into that coma because of the statuette he got for his birthday. So, you know. I don't know why they changed it. I know it's a new writer, you know, like new writers, new times, that kind of thing. What drew me to that comic, though, I mean, the story was alright, I guess, but what drew me to it was Philip Tan's artwork. A lot of people say his work is a bit too busy, but personally, I really like it. He's one of my inspirations. What is that per se? Like, what is that? Thorgal? I feel like I should know what that is. So... Slicer... Yes. Is there anything else here? We already upgraded our weapons. There is an armor upgrade, I believe, for Iron. Otherwise, I think we're pretty much ready. Holy shit! That's hardcore. Jesus. Oh, these guys can do poison shit too. And so it begins. It only took us a little over an hour, but you know. You know, that pretty much sums up this game, only except, you know, for the Vikings part. I want to go back now, or do I want to actually get him some more armor? You know, screw it, we'll just go back now. We'll worry about armor a bit later. Though... decisions... Wait, can he even... Oh yeah, he can. I'm just being dumb. Yeah, that kind of puts a damper on relationships, you know? And then you have the one person that's like, stop, don't, just don't, friend? God damn! Just as their head gets, like, chopped off or something. You know, Umbra, if you don't have it, at some point you ought to get the Vassal engines, that way we can try playing House on, Betrayal at House on the Hill. Because it just occurred to me, we haven't played that in a while, and I don't think you were playing with us when we did it. The Vassal engine, I'll link it to you here in a bit, but basically it's a thing that allows you to play some board games online with people. Incidentally, that's how my Pathfinder game came into being. Long story short, we were playing Hero Quest on there. And I was allowing 200. But no, we were playing Hero Quest on there, and Hero Quest is basically D&D Light. That's the best way of really putting it. And everybody got to keep certain items and whatnot between sessions. And I'd come up with this one session where no, it's fine, I understand that completely. But anyway, no, I remember it was kind of irritating because there was like this grand wizard that they were gonna have to face, and Badger, being the smartass that he is, just knocked an arrow from this one particular bow and made the saving throw on it. Which, if you do that, it basically kills the monster in one hit. And since technically he was counted as a monster, you can guess what happened next. Whereas in Pathfinder, when crazy shit happens, it's hilarious. You know, kind of like last session. Oh, he can't use that. I believe it was Navarra, spelled... Well, I'll just type it out to you. There we go. Okay, that wasn't an upgrade for him like I thought it was. Well, crap. Okay, I guess we're ready to head back then. How injured are we? Stay at the end, I guess. It's also possible I could have spelled that wrong. Because I don't remember if it was an E or if it was an A. Right, so I guess we get to go back. We have to go back through that cave and show Lyle and be like, "Oh, hey, we got your daughter. She's fine now." Well, you know, I mean, things happen. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, personally, I'm not upset about it, and he wasn't upset about it. I think we were just more worried about you on that one. At least I was. Odin sounded like he was too. Yeah, we were both pretty worried about you. Dogbot. Dogbot! Dogbot! They're really good with forgetting berries, aren't they? Like if you ever wanted to get like a bunch of narco berries in one setting, that's the way to go. Honestly, if Ark ran well on my computer, I would probably stream it, but it doesn't. On the other hand, Killing Floor 2 runs well enough. Oh, remember to get the lemons and the potatoes too. Especially the potatoes. They really like potatoes for some reason. At least when we were taming them the first time, that really seemed to be a thing with them. What is Theo wearing anyway? Try it? We should have some in the garden. Although I haven't been on in a couple days, so I don't know how well our garden is handling at the moment, but oh well. That works nicely. Me? I mean, I don't mind. I mean, if you find one that you want, and you want to tame it right away, then by all means, don't wait on me on that one. Because Lord knows it's going to take me about a half an hour to get into the server anyway. I love that particular server, but for some reason it just drops me if I stay idle too long. Did you check my body to see if I had any on me? Because I don't remember if I had some still on me or not. I thought I put everything away, but I don't remember. It might have just been one of those things where I was just so tired and I just logged. Whew. Well, just don't drag me around. I mean, you can check my inventory if I have anything like that on me. Because I could have swore I put them away. Or did you check the closets underneath the stairs? Because I think we've been storing them in there. Oh no, it's been a little bit since I've been on, so I don't really remember. Oh, I see. It makes sense, I guess. I guess they expect people to not be on at this time. And being a British server, they probably have a point. Yep, Labor Day. I like Labor Day because of the festival that comes into town, celebrating, you know, everyone and everything, I guess. That's the best way of putting it. I missed the parade this year, the in-town parade this year, but I'm not really that broken by it because, for one, I guess it was kind of crap. That could just be because it was just too hot. And for another, I don't think the local university's band actually showed up like they were supposed to. Which that would have been my alma mater. Good job, guys. Yeah, didn't show the fuck up. I also kind of wish I would have gone to the in-town concert. I mean, it wasn't like anything extravagant, but you know, it was like a lot of bands, like local bands playing like classic rock music, which is kind of my thing. But then we have like several bands that are also playing freaking country stuff, and I'm not a fan of country music. But you also have to understand the reason why I'm not a fan is because of just the stigma attached to it. And I'm not gonna knock anybody that is a fan. You know, if you're a fan of it, go for it. That's awesome. You know, just me personally, don't do it. About as close to country as I get is the Oh Brother, Where Art Thou album. Well, there's also that one German country band. Which I was kind of amused that there's a German country band. But you know, no one ever said that country music is strictly an American thing. I remember a country techno group called Rednecks. That was interesting. They did like 2 different covers of Cotton Eye Joe. It's pretty amusing. God, the song I have stuck in my head right now is Shut Up and Dance with Me. It's that one that was on that Steven Universe video that'd been floating around Tumblr for a while. It's a nice song, I like it anyway. Man, is it just me, or does it seem like this is a lot easier when you have a slicer user? You're my hero! Aw, thanks, kid. That was in bad shape. He may not live very long. Yeah, you said that last time. Excuse me, Father, I need to eliminate the threat. You'd think our defenses would be a little bit better in here, but apparently not. Whoosh! Hi, Dad. You've done well, my son. You are our last hope. Be brave, Ian. How come you haven't aged? And words can't express my gratitude. Take the Twins Ruby. It opens the landing path. Are you gonna die now? No? Alright. That sounds harsh, I know. But it's like, oh, he may not live, and it's like, he's just kind of drawing it out a little bit. I have to give him credit for his endurance, though. Yeah, part of me wonders if I would have just done this all like every night this last week, if I would have had it done by the weekend. But hey, maybe we'll have it done by this weekend, huh? Alright, making a quick break here. And I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, I'm back and I'm gonna start winding this down a bit, but honestly, we are actually getting really close to the end. Or at least the end of this generation. Also, Ombre had to go to sleep, so night, Ombre. I'll see you sometime tomorrow, I'm sure. Mune! What's up, Mune? I know his black sword anywhere. I don't know how much more of this I'm gonna do, but the idea is that I'm gonna try to do it, because we are super close to the end. We are now on our way to Landon, I believe, and what we need to do is we need to take the northwest cave. Because basically, at this point, once we knock out this generation, then... what is it? We only really have, the 2 third generations left. And we would be completely finished with Phantasy Star 3. But I wanted to do this game justice, that's why I'm playing through all the endings. I don't think that's any better than the laser. Oh, it is. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, festival-wise, admittedly, Saturday was a little bit of a crapshoot, but, on the other hand, though, what was fun was that day we ended up, like, marathoning, Ghost Adventures a bit, and some of us were just kind of sitting around watching the show while sharing our own stories of paranormal stuff that's happened to us. So, I mean, it was a complete loss, you know. Right, I think I go down from here. But I ended up having to go to bed super early that night, so that's why I didn't stream all weekend. In Landon. Oh my god, who's messaging me? One sec. One sec. Oh, okay. Sorry. My bad. Doesn't seem to be anyone here. Where is everybody? Seriously, guys, hello? Okay, I guess. Whatever. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we just go to Landon now. It's not a big deal. Not really. You know. Oh, cripes. What the? It's got balls. Sorry. It's got balls. Don't even. Yes, it's officially hit that or where everything is just stupidly funny. Still have no idea what this place is. Hi, puppy. I don't remember how we're supposed to get in. I don't even remember how I got in the first place. Plus, I probably have to talk to someone, but there's nobody here. Well, at least I'm not seeing anybody. So how do we get in? Puppy! Fine, don't open the door yet, bitch! One in your freaking castle anyway. No, actually, I think there is someone we're supposed to talk to. Maybe not in this town, but in the town that we went by. So I guess we'll go back there and see what's up. So I think that's the town of Yaga, and we need to go to the town. We need to stop by the town of Elon. I think. Maybe. Are there people here? Because I'm seeing that people not being outside in town is a thing now in this generation. And I'm kind of feeling like if I don't talk to someone, I'm not going to be able to advance the plot further. Because currently I can't even get into Landon Castle. And that's something that I'm supposed to be able to do right now. This is weird. Where the crap is everybody? Why? I don't know what's going on. Oh my God, is there There's that bot again. Where is everybody? Seriously. Okay, honestly, what the crap? Alright, I'm gonna take a second because I have no idea what's going on here. I just... What? Why, what? In the towns of Yatta and Ilan, Ian learns that Lena's daughter Sari is the present ruler of Landon. Okay, but we went to Landon Castle and it was still closed up. Is this just a horrible bug, or what's the deal here? I don't understand. Because there's nobody outside those towns. So... I mean, unless you actually have to go in and talk, but it seems like you go in and talk and there's nobody that you can really talk to. There's just the shopkeepers. And they're not going to tell you that kind of information. They're just trying to do their job. There's this lady. She's been poisoned. Wait, you're new? At least I've not seen you before. You're kind of adorbs. Okay. But that still doesn't answer my question. What the crap is going on here? Also, my dog is making weird noises because he thinks that I should drop everything right now. And he's already been out, so it's like, what the crap? What? No! No! You're being a butt. There's nobody in there. So where the hell? And this is the inn. And like I say, you talk to the shopkeepers and they're just trying to do their jobs. They're not going to give you info usually. This place is abandoned, so... what? I don't... I mean, unless there's people in this town, they're just really well hidden. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it in there. Unless I go maybe to Lena's homeland? That doesn't sound right either. Where the fuck is everybody? Yeah, you're there, but you're just gonna sell me armor. You don't really have any other importance other than that. I'm just gonna label this as the part everybody can skip. Because it's me just trying to figure out where the fuck these people are that I can talk to. Because all I've been told is just to go to Landon. Upstairs is probably the same lady up here. Yeah. Puppy, you're cute, but you can stop now. No idea where these people are. There's not, and the only people that I can talk to are shopkeepers. There's literally nobody else here. But it's like this thing is saying that there are supposed to be people here that I can talk to. Fly. And nobody up here. Naturally. I hate to think that I'd have to go all the way back to frickin' Iridia just to, have somebody say, oh, by the way, this lady's on the throne now. But according to this, that's not what, This is annoying. I can't find anybody here that can tell me anything. I think I already checked this place. Yeah, there's almost nobody in any of these houses. So it beats the living hell out of me. I'm not entirely sure where I'm supposed to go now. Other than I was supposed to go into Landon Castle. And then you go there and it doesn't appear that there's anybody outside either. So... I don't know what the fuck. People, hello. Need to talk to somebody in this town. Hello. God, it's like people cease to exist or something. It's really annoying and really creepy at the same time. Especially when the game keeps hurling enemies at you all the time. Yeah, and see, there's nobody outside here either. And there used to be people out here, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the game bugged, and now just people aren't showing up at all. I don't know if they're just invisible or what. But I mean, you can't go into the castle because, guess what? It's closed! Oh wait, maybe that's the way in. Oh my god, that was the way in. I'm such an idiot. Alright, no big deal. Although, as much as I'd hate to take another break so quickly, I may have to. And then I'll have to take another one in 30 minutes. Because my internet will probably drop at that point. I may just call it. This is getting kind of stupid. And I'm just so close to the end of Gen 2 that I just want to be done with it. I'm gonna go to the end, and then I'm gonna take a quick break. And then when I come back, we'll see what's going on with this place, I guess. So, be right back again. Okay, I'm finally back. That was just not a very good time to go AFK. So, alright. Back to it, I suppose. Alright, we healed up. We should be good. Yeah, according to that walkthrough that I just pulled up briefly, it said that you were supposed to talk to people and they were like, oh, Queen Sari is on the throne in Landon. And it's like, okay. But there's no people in those towns, so what the crap, you know? And I swear I pulled more flies in here because I had to go outside. It's one of those things that I don't get flies in here that often, but when I do, it's annoying. I hope I'm going the right way. And the answer is no. Thea's gaining levels pretty good. Did I switch that? I did switch that back, okay. Just want to make sure. I'm getting to that point where I'm tired, so I'm kind of second guessing things right now. Oh, there she is. Hey, lady. I'm sorry, Lena's daughter and ruler of the country of London. I have the power topaz, but you won't get it without a fight. Okay, suppose. Wow, that was really fucking easy. Okay, I'll let you use the power topaz, but you have to let me come along to guard it. Saru joins your party. Now, she is supposed to be a really good fighter. It's like, yeah, she doesn't use a sword like, Ian does, but she's supposed to be really, really good. And that's fine. Right, so we found her. Now I believe we backtrack all the way back to Iridia? I think. Yes. Yes. 2. Yeah, I think we have to go back there now. Yeah, we have to go back to Draconia, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, we have to go back to Draconia because one guy mentioned that there was a place we needed to go to. That's right. Remember, kids, if you have to look up a walkthrough, do one that's spoiler-free. Or at least one that, you know, just doesn't give you a whole lot of detail, just a direction. Though if you want to play with the walker, that's fine, you know, just keep in mind it's probably going to ruin some elements of the game for you. Oh yeah, I should have taken a good look at our gear. But we're heading back to Draconia anyway, so it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Yeah, what kind of gear has she got? Just a steel knife, huh? Well, no worries. We'll get her a couple of laser knives.